Dear learners, this is Shashi Ramachandran. In this video, we'll learn about the treatment of accumulated profits and losses at the time of reconstitution of a partnership firm. So, in case of a reconstitution of a partnership firm, the old partnership deed or agreement gets dissolved and the new partnership deed is created. So, even we have to treat our accumulated profits and losses which appears in a balance sheet. So, this is the part 1 of this video, and I'll continue this in part 2 also. So here, accumulated profits. When we talk about accumulated profits, these are the undistributed profits. These are the profits which are not distributed to the partners. In fact, these are kept aside for the future expansion or to be used in the business. Okay. Now, at the time of the reconstitution, means any change in the partnership firm, like change in profit sharing ratio or admission of a new partner or retirement of a new partner, and in case of amalgamation of two partnership firm, in all such cases it's important to treat these accumulated profits. Now, why to treat them? Of course, because these profits belongs to the old partner in their old ratio, so nothing to do with the change which is going to occur, whether the change is there in the profit sharing ratio or a new partner gets admitted. Same way, in case of a retirement, we'll say that the retiring partner should get his share of profit, which is earlier it was not given to him, and now it has to be given to the retiring partner. So we need to treat all these accumulated profits and losses which appeared in a balance sheet. Now, first thing, I'm taking accumulated profits. The examples of accumulated profits are general reserve, workman compensation reserve, investment fluctuation reserve, profit and loss account. If I say only the word profit and loss account, this is a accumulated profit which appears on the liability side of the balance sheet. So this is a profit actually. Okay, so we have different funds and reserves, and these are to be treated. So let's understand the concept here, that how it is treated. I'm taking general reserve. General reserve is a accumulated profit. Okay, so this general reserve can be distributed to the partners or it can be adjusted. Now, what exactly it means? If it is distributed, that, as I said, the profits are supposed to be distributed to the partners, but there is another treatment also. Instead of distributed a distribution of the general reserve, we can adjust this general reserve. And why we are adjusting? When we distribute the general reserve, the account will be closed, but when we adjust it, accounts general reserve account will remain same intact in our balance sheet. Okay, even in the new balance sheet, even in the revised balance sheet. So distribution or adjustment, that depends on the partners, that how they are deciding. When we distribute it, let's see what is the journal entry which is passed. General reserve, as I said, it's a liability. It's a part of the profit which is kept aside. It's a liability. Liability has a credit balance. So when we are closing the account, what we are going to do? We are going to debit it. Okay, and this is going to be distributed to the partners in their old ratio, to be noted in their old ratio. But in case we are adjusting this general reserve, so of course we are not going to close the account, so general reserve will not appear. Now it will be adjusted between the partners, again between the old partners, or you can say the one who is gaining the share in the future, he is going to compensate to the partner who is sacrificing. Now, at the point of adjustment, if I say adjustment, that is between gaining and sacrificing. The one who is gaining, surely he is going to get more share in reserves in future. So he has to compensate that to the old partner. So that is all about the concept here. Okay, so journal entry will be gaining partners capital account debit to sacrificing partners. I'll explain this thing also. If gaining partner is compensating, his account will be debited. In capital account, debit is decrease, so his account will decrease by that compensation amount, and sacrificing partner will gain receive the amount. Okay, let's understand this with one example. In the same slide, I'll show it. This is something, a little information is given, that ABC three partners are there. Their old ratio is 3 is to 2 is to 1, and again in this in future they decided to have it equally. So as I can calculate the gaining and sacrificing over here, so I have calculated old ratio minus new ratio, which gives me like A is sacrificing and C is gaining 1 by 6 share. So let's see, same thing. if it is distributed, how it is treated, and if it is adjusted, how it is treated. So for the distribution, as I said, there is in a balance sheet there is a general reserve, and this general reserve will be distributed to partner ABC in their old ratio. So when I talk about old ratio, I'll say this is given in this ratio, that is 3 is to 2 is to 1. Okay, now coming to this next thing, it says general reserve, if it is adjusted, now it's between gaining and sacrificing. So we already have calculated here the gaining ratio and the sacrificing, which comes to 1 by 6. Okay, so here my entry will be, who is gaining? Again, general reserve is there, so C partner is gaining, so C's capital account debit to A's capital account. Fine. Now let's see what will be the effect here. If I talk about the effect here, once the general reserve is distributed, if this entry is passed, general reserve is debited, okay, it is distributed. So what will happen? It will not appear in my new balance sheet. Okay, it is not going to appear in my new balance sheet. But in case I have adjusted general reserve, okay, in such case what will happen? Of course, the effect will be general reserve will remain here only. Is it clear? General reserve will remain here itself. Fine. So moving ahead, I will do one question here. The question says A, B and C are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3 is to 3 is to 2, and here they decided to share profits equally, and also it says they decided to share profit equally in future. So 3:3:2 is their old ratio, and future ratio is equal, 1 is to 1 is to 1. And on that day the balance sheet shows profit and loss account 72,000, general reserve 48,000. You have to pass the journal entry in the following cases. Now there are two cases. One says that firm decided to close the P&L account and general reserve, so they do not want profit and loss and general reserve. So what we are going to do? We are going to distribute them. And in this case, it says that firm does not want to close, so they want their profit and loss account and the general reserve, that is accumulated profits, to remain in a same manner in their new balance sheet also. So let's see how we are going to pass the journal entry here. So we'll take a board here and we'll pass journal entry. Okay, now what I have here, I'll start with A part. A part says that firm decided to close the profit and loss account and general reserve. So both the accounts are to be closed. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to debit it. General reserve account is debited. Same way I can pass a compound entry for this. Profit and loss account debited. Instead of passing a separate entry, I can easily pass, because both are of same nature, both are liabilities. So I'm going to distribute this among the partners, being accumulated profits distributed. And now in which ratio I'm going to distribute it? In old ratio, which is 3 is to 3 is to 2. So my general entry is here. So I'll write the amount here. My amount of reserve is 48,000 and this shows 72,000, and old ratio is 3 is to 3 is to 2. That means 45,000, 45,000, and the last C will get 30,000. So this is the way journal entry is passed, where what I have done, that general reserve and P&L account is closed now. Okay, so let me remove this and I'll move to the next one. Yeah. So the next one says the firm does not want to close the accounts of accumulated profits. So firm doesn't want. Now my first step will be, it's like I have to adjust these accumulated profits. So now my first step will be to calculate sacrificing ratio. I'll be calculating here sacrificing ratio, and the formula for sacrificing ratio is old ratio minus new ratio. Okay, so here what am I going to do? A B and C, their old ratios are 3 by 8, again 3 by 8, and for C it is 2 by 8, minus, I'm going to write the new ratio which is equal. Sorry for my handwriting. Okay, now what I'm going to get here? Yes, 9 minus 8, that comes to 1 by 24. For this also it is 1 by 24, and for this it is minus 2 by 24. So I can make out, since I have used sacrificing ratio formula, the positive ones are sacrificing and the negative is gaining. So now for adjustment I got it. Who is gaining? C is gaining. My journal entry is gaining partner's capital account debit to sacrificing. So whom I am going to debit? C. And who will be credited now? To A, to B. And here what I am going to write as a narration, being accumulated profits adjusted. Okay, now C is gaining, so C is gaining with 2 by 24. Now let's see how we are going to find out the amount. I'll change my pen and I'll show you, because it will be good enough if I use some other pen to show this part. Okay, I'm going to find out here a net effect. Okay, net effect here means, since I'm passing a single entry here, so I'll be finding out that for single entry what should be the amount. And now if you can see here, by in the question it says 70,048, both are of same nature. So what I'm going to, and these are the profits, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add them, which gives me 1,20,000. So this is the amount which I'm going to write, like calculate for this 2 by 24. So what I am going to get here, that is, this amount is, yes, it is 10,000. And same way I'll calculate 1 by 24 for A and B, which comes to 5,000. So this is my journal entry. I hope it's clear. So for the second part, what I did, I found the net effect amount here, and also sacrificing gaining, and that helped me to find out the journal entry. Okay, now moving ahead, we talked about accumulated profits. Let's talk about accumulated losses. These are the accumulated losses. Accumulated losses means the amount which are fictitious assets, like which are going to be written off year by year. They are some part is written off from the balance sheet. These are shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. See, I have written here profit and loss debit balance. What I have given here, profit and loss debit balance. So my debit balance here, it says that P&L debit balance means it's a asset, it's a loss. Okay, and losses are to be written off. So we'll be passing for general reserve, sorry, for this one, they are asset, it has a debit balance. So for cancelling it, for writing it off, what we are going to do, we are going to credit it. Okay, so I've written only one here, deferred revenue expenditure. So all these will be done same way. A debit, B debit, C debit to advertisement suspense account, A debit, B debit, C debit to P&L account. Again, a debit balance, so you have to be very careful. Okay, now moving ahead with another question. Okay, now I have this question. X, Y, and Z were partners and their profit sharing ratio is 5 is to 3 is to 2. They decided to share future profit and losses in the ratio of 2 is to 3 is to 5. And this is with effect from 1/4/2019. Okay, now the book shows the profit and loss account as 24,000 and advertisement suspense account as 12,000. Now let's have a look over here. If you can understand this, uh, so just make it out. Profit and loss account, if nothing is mentioned, it is a credit balance. Okay, I hope you got this point. That means it's on the liability side. It's a profit by nature, it is a profit. I'm mentioning all these things here. Advertisement suspense account, just now we read, it's a loss and it will be written on the asset side. Okay, so one is an asset, another is a loss. Now it says past adjustment entry. This only makes it very clear that you have to pass the entry, which is again it's a single entry. You have to show the effect of these two by passing single entry. Also, this gives me here also I'm getting a hint without affecting their book values. So in the books, in the future books, or you can say balance sheet, this amount should remain as it is. They don't want to change it, so we can't distribute or write it off. So now what is the option with us? Sacrificing and gaining. So we are going to find out sacrificing and gaining. Okay, and again I'm going to change my pen and I'm moving to the my small board here. Well, now first step, as I said, what we are going to do is we are going to find out sacrificing. Okay, sacrificing ratio, that is equal to old ratio. Can you see I'm writing every time I'm writing the formula? It's always make it as a habit to write the formula each and every time. Now we have x, we have y, and also z. So here the ratio is 5 by 10 and minus 2 by 10. So I'm writing first old ratios, 2 by 10, and here I have 3 by 10 and 5 by 10. So here I can make out easily that he's not going to gain or sacrifice. Here it is 3 by 10 and this is 3 by 10, but in negative. Negative here means gaining and this partner is sacrificing. So have one partner as gaining, another partner as sacrificing. So what I need to do here, I have to calculate the net effect also. I will be calculating net effect, if you remember. So now to find out the net effect, I have a P&L account here which is of 24,000 and advertisement suspense account, but this is a loss. It's on the asset side. I'm going to deduct this. So finally my net effect amount is 12,000. This I'm going to adjust with my journal entry. Okay, so I'm going to pass my journal entry here, and what journal entry I'll be passing? Z debit to X. Okay, now 12,000 is the amount, so how I'm going to calculate is this way. So 12,000 multiplied by 3 by 10, which gives me 3,600. So this way I got my journal entry. So being adjustment entry passed. I hope you understood this point here. Okay, so this is a way the adjustment entry is passed for this, like we will find a net effect and we'll pass a entry. Let's do one more problem. Okay, try to understand this problem now. See, the question says X, Y, and Z are partners sharing profit in the ratio of 5 is to 3 is to 2, and they decided to share the profit and loss in the ratio of 2 is to 3 is to 5. So I've taken a same ratio so that the calculation will be easy now. So we know that here X is sacrificing and Z is gaining. Coming to this, these are the items which are appearing in a balance sheet. Fine. General reserve, workman compensation reserve, profit and loss, debit balance. It's clearly mentioned. So it is a asset side amount. It's a loss. Advertisement suspense account, again by nature, it's a loss. Now what we need to do here is show the effect without affecting their book values by passing an adjustment entry. Again, we need to pass an adjustment entry for this. Okay. So what we are going to do, let's see, we will be taking first step, sacrificing and gaining. So here we have this thing, and already we calculated that X is sacrificing. It's like what was it, 3 by 10. X sacrificing and Z is gaining 3 by 10. So this is what we have calculated. Now coming to this, to find out the net effect here, to find out the net effect, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add and deduct these amount. I'm making it one figure. So converting into one figure, profits I'm going to add and losses I'm going to deduct. Now see, this 75,000 is a profit, I'm going to add it. Workman compensation reserve, again a profit, add. P&L account, if it says only P&L, I would have added. Okay, credit balance of P&L, add it. Debit balance, deduct. Advertisement suspense account, deduct. Loss. So now I have a figure of, here 3000 amount. Okay, but this is a negative figure. What I'm getting here, 75,000 plus 12,500, and these two makes it 90,500, and here it is 87,500. So I'm having a difference of 3,000, and which is negative. Okay, now point here is repeating this thing. If you are getting positive answer, my journal entry will be same, gaining to sacrificing. But since I'm getting a negative answer here, so now my journal entry will be sacrificing sacrificing partners capital account debit to gaining partners capital account. Okay, so this will be my journal entry. I reverse the entry just because net effect what I was getting here is negative. The net effect what I am getting here is negative. So I'm reversing. Now my gaining is Z and sacrificing is X, and sacrificing I'm going to debit. So the journal entry will be X debit to Z. Okay, being adjustment entry past. Fine. So here how I'm going to calculate the amount. I got 3000 there, and I know the sacrificing and gaining is 3 by 10. So this way I'm going to calculate the amount here. So it comes to 900. So my journal entry is X debit 900 to Z. So let's recap what we learned in this video. At the time of reconstitution of a partnership firm, accumulated profits are distributed to all partners' capital account in their old ratio, and accumulated profit and losses are adjusted if their book values are not to be affected in the books of account. So this is what we learned in this video, and I really hope you like this video. Share this video with your friends and do subscribe to my channel Exuberant Learners. Also click on the bell icon to get the latest updates on my channel. Thank you.